Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert. A little bit further afield than we were last time. We're in Saudi Arabia on this occasion at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, trying to beat our current best position of the season thus far. We've been doing quite well overall, and to this point our results have been okay, actually. Season results are a 8th, which is obviously a standout, but that was because of the difficulty not quite being at the right level. Heading into a new save, we weren't to know. Then 16th, 13th, 14th. So we're stepping forward. And in Jeddah, I hope to be able to step forward again. But Mark Webber's actually had some good results. 15th and 12th in 2 of his 3 Grand Prix that he's finished so far. So I'm very happy with how things are going at Jaguar to this point. Nicky Lauda evidently is not quite unhappy looking at his desk at the minute, but for the long hours he's no doubt working, hopefully we can reap the rewards at the end of the season. The personnel pit crew level has gone up. That didn't stop them making a mistake in a previous round of the championship. I can't add anything else at the moment, so we're trying to get our facilities up as high as we can. We're trying to get the car as fast as we can, but we haven't been able to do anything else before this Jeddah weekend because of the back-to-back nature of Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. But there's a little bit of a break between Saudi Arabia and Miami, 2 weeks I think, so we should be able to get something else done in the meantime. But that's for post-race. Right now we're going to the race, but we're going with a harder tyre allocation here. It's a tough circuit on the tyres, Jeddah Corniche, with a lot of corners, and fresh tyres can make a big difference, as can not having a broken DRS. So let's hope for the best on that front as well, shall we? Drop the video a like if you're enjoying. I'd very much appreciate it. It really helps with the F1 content back on the main channel. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel and following me on Twitch so that you don't miss out on any more. But for now, I'm going to head to Saudi Arabia and make sure the setup is where it needs to be. Tyre wear is particularly high here in Saudi Arabia. 1.29 times, or 0.29 higher than we'd like it to be. Which is why we bought the harder tyre set, because we knew that was going to be the case. So qualifying should be okay, because it's literally just blast as quickly as you can and just rinse the tyres. You don't need them to last at all. Outside of that, I probably wish my tyres were going to last a little bit longer, in all honesty, but we'll see what we can do in Jeddah. As long as I don't make mistakes in qualifying like I did in Bahrain, then we should be able to still maximise our potential race finish. Okay, quality's gone okay so far. Fuel usage is high. We were 4 tenths up through the first sector, 6 tenths up as we went through the second sector. That's on P18. Obviously, we need to get to P16 to get through. Deployment is run out before we get to the line. It's a 30.8, which is P, I think, 16, actually. It's P18. Well, I didn't make any mistakes on the lap. I just didn't have the pace. I could have sworn I did a 29-something in practice. So where we've lost 8 tenths of a second at least, I'm not sure. Sure I did a 29 something in practice. I might be wrong. We only missed out by 0.03 of a second. That's how tight it was. That's 1 traction zone, 1 braking zone alone on a 24 corner circuit. But we started P19 in Bahrain and we start P18, or qualified P18 here in Saudi. We obviously managed to start P18 in Bahrain because of penalties, so maybe we'll get to start P17 here instead. Mark Webber, however, is through. He's now got the upgrades on his car and is showing it as well. Gasly's out, Alonso's out, which is a surprise. Both V-Carbs and a Sauber alongside myself. And Nico Hulkenberg is getting dizzy all the way up in P8. So we hope for penalties. It's a McLaren front row. I thought I'd done a 29 in practice. I went back and checked the footage. I'd done a 30.6. So my quali lap time from, or my fastest lap time from the quali practice program in practice was 2 tenths faster than the lap time I put in Q1. So I would have gotten through with the lap time I did in practice. I just wasn't able to replicate it. Webber in P16. We do start 18th. we are where we are for a reason. Because we've not quite got the pace. Now, it could be a one-stop, but our tyre wear is very high here. So, if I take out that stop, I can take my tyres a long way, but they are going to be dead when they get there. So I'm probably going to end up having to two-stop here. A lot of medium and soft runners in the forward end. I'd be tempted then to start on the mediums and then go to the hards. Okay, I'm surprised that there are quite so many. Although maybe if we start on the hards and can cling on to some DRS of some medium runners, that could help. DRS is going to make a massive difference here. And obviously, it has been failing on us 3 of the last 4 Grand Prix. Alright, I'll start on the hard. We'll see how far they go, and then that will determine whether we change our strategy. But we'll start on the hard tyre, plan for a one-stop. Probably going to need to put a bit more fuel in. Plan for a one-stop, and then take it from there. Starting further back than we might have liked. It's a very tight turn 1. Lots of wheel spin. So being stuck on the inside is not great. I mean, it's very tight everywhere. He says stuck on the inside as he now brakes himself, but thankfully avoids everyone. They're 3 wide in front. Well, I can't really cut in too much because I think we're 3 wide here as well. Hadjar and Alonso. We've lost a couple of positions there, but thankfully we've lost no bodywork, which we certainly could have. There's plenty of time for utter chaos here. And as the 2 Alpines fight, the chaos might well have already begun in front of us. Now there is a likelihood of a safety car here. And when it potentially comes, could determine how successful our race is or isn't. I'm hoping that if it does come, it will be fortunate timing-wise for us. We can dip in, get a cheaper pit stop, and it will help our overall Grand Prix. Trying not to use too much battery in these early stages because I don't know how much we're going to be able to recover and recoup through the race because there aren't that many heavy braking zones really. So it's going to be I have lowered my setup as well, to be fair. Lowered the wings on my setup from previous races here in the Chesnoid Racing My Team as a result of the feedback we've put in from previous Grand Prix we've driven in previous saves. So going to try my best to make moves forward, but my tyre wear is definitely going to be a killer. It's 3% already after 1 lap.
DRS now available.
We'll try and one stop if we can. It's probably going to be more beneficial to one stop than it is to 2. But fresh tyres could be worth a lot around here. It's always hard to tell. Because if you haven't got DRS but fresh tyres, you're still probably not making that much time on someone that has older tyres but is getting dragged along by someone's DRS. Avoiding too much wheel spin is also key.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake
So let's
a bit more.
try and be very cautious with our throttle application. Minimise, sorry, rear wheel spin. And hopefully we'll be able to make some moves further forward as the race goes on. Still P20 for now. Bit of a gap opening, or gaps opening up in various places actually through the field.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake.
We're still in a decent spot. We'll use some ERS here as well to maintain the gap behind and stay within a second of the car in front too, so that we still have DRS through the next part of the track. A better exit this time onto this part as well, so very much able to keep with whilst also not needing to burn a lot of battery. Got the inside line for the hairpin too, so we're absolutely fine. Feel like I've non-stop talked for the opening 2 laps. I'll give you guys a break, he says as they go 3 wide in front into turn 1. We nip up the inside of someone here as they have a poor exit. Not really. There's a number of us on the hard tyre here at the back. Trying to try something strategically to get ourselves some positions, but obviously the faster tyres runners on the softer compounds, we'll have the opportunity to get away if we spend too much time fighting here. Can't really afford to lose as much as we are losing, just battling one another. Need to just get down the road. Oh, joy of joys. Lap 3 is all it took. 2.5 laps, and my DRS is offline. I am going to turn those faults off, because this is a joke. 4 Grand Prix in a row. Here, that's an entire race killer. Thankfully at the minute I've still got a bit of a slipstream from the cars in front, so it hasn't been too much of an issue. I've not lost too much time at the minute. I've lost the position to Lawson there, but compared to everybody else, we're still sort as competitive as we might like to be at this stage. Oh, it is absolutely heartbreaking though to lose it again for the 4th race in 5. I think you might well understand why I'm going to turn those faults off moving forward. On F124,
no issues with tyre
we had issues with
keep taking care of them.
engine blow-ups almost every race, and now it's DRSs this year on this save. That's alongside the dodgy pit stops both last year and this year. They fixed it very quickly in Bahrain, but they haven't here. I mean, as you can see, I've not lost any time yet. I've just lost positions, but we're all stuck behind Nico Hulkenberg at the moment. So it's not ruined my race as of yet, but it absolutely will do if it doesn't get fixed remotely, or if we're not able to get it fixed in the pit stop a la China. As soon as I lose DRS though, I'm knackered. Got to stay within DRS range. If we can't, I might as well just box and try and get my DRS fixed. Oh, it's fixed itself. That might be because of flashback, to be honest. I literally just used it and it didn't even twig in my head. DRS is fixed. DRS is fixed. We're back in the game. Only took about 4 laps. I've started fixing it remotely now, which is very kind of them. Right, well, it's taken me dropping to the very back of the field, but now we can hopefully start to make moves again. My teammate is at the front of this train. He's currently P13. There is, as you see, a sizable gap to the next car in front of Mark Webber. So I think P13 might be as far as... Oh, hello, going skateboarding. I think P13 might be as far as we're likely to get. Just trying to get back on track without losing too much time. Forgive that. P13 might be as far as we're likely to get in the race, but P13 would still be a joint best finish of the season at 105, as we said in Bahrain, and nearly got it. Yeah, big gap between Webber and the car in front. Giant gap. There's a bit of a gap opening up between the 2 Alpines at the front of this little mini train as well now, so now that I've got my DRS back, I might have to start getting a little bit punchy to make my way through the group in front. So we're going to be about 20% wear after 10 laps on the rear on hards. So I could do 15... I could do 20, 20, 10. Or 18, 18, 14. 19, 19, 12 maybe. Ocon's boxed off his softs already.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
It's very early for him. We're now no longer last. But our tyre wear is becoming an issue. Ocon's going to get me here in his fresh new soft tyres. Not really much I can do about that. You can see the overspeeds. Jesus. He is a quick boy on those. Not sure what to do strategically. Going at about 2% a lap on the hards on the rear right. So I might go 16, I might go 18 hard, 18 hard, 14 medium. Or do we try and make the most of the first undercut? We'll probably try and make the most of the first undercut. Get the medium tyre as far as it'll go, and then obviously if there's a safety car, we know we can make it to the end on another set of hards. So yeah, I'm going to go mediums next. But not to the end. We are switching strategy to a 2-stop. Really need strategy to work for me here. Hajar's in the pits as well. He too started on softs, did he? Verstappen's gone soft medium already. Yeah, Hajar's started on softs. Ocon started on softs. So there are some 3-stoppers.
Less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
Just sat behind the 2 RBs, just watching them swap positions each lap. Just not quite able to build up enough speed to overtake either of them. I don't know whether I just need to lower downforce even more. Surprised they've not put each other in a wall so far. They've done nothing but fight all race long. Moved themselves down about 4 positions each. And are now just running right at the very back, costing each other even more time. You can see how Lawson is 3.6 seconds down the road. Ocon's even got past him already. Like I say, we're going to box 15. Sorry, we're going to box 18, and we're currently on 15. I'm pinned behind these 2 Alpines because they keep scrapping, and there's just nowhere for me to go to try and get past.
Caution, caution.
Yellow flag. Not sure who for or what for. Still no idea who for or what for. Yellow flag in front. Is that my teammate? No, it's Alonso in the middle of the track.
Sorry, team.
Just chilling in the middle of the track. He's over to the right. He's over to the right here, so they all go left. I go to go left, and Alonso then pulls to the left. So then I go, shit, I'm going to have to go right then, and have nowhere to go. Why in a slowing, dying car is Alonso pulling across the track like that? What sort of AI behaviour is that? Give me a break. I'm going to have to try and squeeze through the Alpines here then, and hope that Alonso leaves me room, leaves me space, which he didn't really, but that was just an AI being absolutely stupid thing, more so than anything else. Alonso's out. I've gained a position. Oh, he given. Have they? I hadn't noticed. I nearly died at 200 miles an hour. Jesus Christ, Fernando, you're an absolute moron. Well, we're boxing in 3 laps time because we'll have to complete lap 16 and then do 17 and 18. Gasly's in. Gasly's in on 16, as are a couple of others. Then we get a tidy undercut. Those are stopping now. We're up to a lofty 17th here in Saudi. At some circuits, you're better. At some circuits, you're worse. This has always been, and I'll go out on a limb and say always will be, one of my weaker circuits. I am struggling once more here in Jeddah, although now without the other Alpine in the way, we should be able to take this position, make the overtake rather straightforwardly. Previously I've had to try and make my way past 2 and I just couldn't, but I'll be a bit more committal than either Gasly or Doohan. Expecting Doohan to box this lap. Even with DRS open, he's still pulling away from me. They're just running such low downforce. I took downforce out of this setup from previous attempts around Jeddah. As I mentioned previously, it's not enough.
3.5 seconds.
Took 3 ticks of downforce out of front and rear, and I need to take at least another 3 out as well. Again, it's just outrageously fast in a straight line. Don't know whether it's their top end speed or their traction and the way they get to that top end speed. Either way, I can't match it. I'm going to box this lap. We come then behind Lawson in front. So he's boxing 2, as are a couple of others. Oh no, they're not. It was just me getting fooled by the other drivers going past on the outside with the mini-map.
Right,
No, it's a good pit stop at least. Lawson's gone medium, so he's stopping again.
The exit will receive a penalty for dangerous driving.
We know that we're stopping again as well. And, whoa, steady. We're last again. Duan's gone to hards. So the Alpine have gone medium hard here. I don't know whether they are committing to a one stop with Duan or whether they're just doing the hard tyre stint in the middle, or maybe he's going hard the same way I probably am as well. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Let's ask.
Duan just ahead.
We should be faster than Duan with a medium tyre though.
Their tyres are just 1 lap old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last
what he
lap,
goes to though, not sure.
1:52.2.
Gasly boxed before Duan, so Duan boxed 17, so there's no. I don't think he's going to try and do 33 laps on a set of hards.
This is our true position.
I mean, he might do.
Pitted as well, so warm up your
Well, no, he's not. We know he's
down
not.
the road.
Rephrase. Did 17 laps. So if he did 17 laps, I think he's just splitting the race.
Mark is in the pit lane. Mark in
Like
the pit
17, 16, 17 to get to lap 50. He's positioned this car brilliantly, Duan. It's not me getting the maximum exit that I was after. But it is
to your teammate
for
ahead.
naught.
11.8 seconds.
We will make it past the Alpine. Probably stay with me. It's 5 seconds to Stroll and Gasly now. The two of us are kind of cut adrift at the back here. I just got too much. Whoa! I just got too much downforce on, basically. Hello, Jack. I know it's me making a silly mistake again whilst talking to everyone else. I apologise for getting in your way. I just got too much downforce on. I can't cope with their straight line speed, and as a result, I am outrageously uncompetitive. Hoping for a safety car to bring the group back together. Otherwise, we are doomed to a terrible finish. We've slowly, as the laps have been ticking by, been gaining quite considerably on a group of 3 or 4 cars in front of us that are just fighting tooth and nail. As a result, they're just hemorrhaging time, and we've been able to close in on them. We are going to hard tyres next. It says lap 33. I'm pretty sure we're going to get lapped, so I'm probably going to box 31 rather than what I was planning on doing of 32 and trying to take the hard set of tyres 17 laps from 31.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.0
sorry,
seconds.
18 laps from 31 rather than the 18 laps from 32, because I think I'll only complete 49 laps, not 50. We'll see how far down the road we are from Piastri when we box. Or when he comes across the line. Obviously, we're just over the halfway point of the race. So, at this point, he needs to be 45 seconds or less behind me, and he's only 32 seconds behind me. So we're definitely getting lapped by Oscar Piastri in this Grand Prix. So I'm going to commit to an earlier stop. We'll box on 31 and look to take the hard tyre 18 laps to get us to the end, and hope that we finish somewhere higher than P20. You can see how the gap to those in front has come down whilst we've been discussing the strategy. and if Gasly loses DRS on those in front, it'll come down even quicker to him. Actually, it probably wouldn't. He'd just gain back up on them when they start fighting, because I'm so slow in a straight line. Comparatively, he says, doing 196 miles an hour. I'm really slow in a straight line. I can only do 200. We grind and grind and grind. Push further on. There's like 4 cars up there, so it's a significant jump positionally we can make if we get this right. Well, I've caught this gaggle on lap 30, but now I'm going to start losing time. So I wonder whether it's actually worth just boxing a lap earlier yet further still and trying to just undercut a little bit further, because I'm just going to get stuck here, losing time in dirty air, not able to make any progress, because I'm not going to be able to make any overtakes at the minute with the nature of my tyres and the strategy. So I'm going to box for hards this lap. Just seems like the logical decision, as these lot continue to scrap. I'll just try and get as far down the road as I can after the stop. So hard tyres to the end then, and a new thumb please, because there's a rather sizable dent in it right now. Recording these races back to back, Bahrain and Jeddah, so I'm putting my left thumb through a lot.
Okay,
of course you did.
Attaching the left rear wheel.
Thanks,
I know it's
lads.
not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
At least my DRS is still working.
Doohan's ahead of you, and the time last lap, 1 minute 35.5. Okay, gap ahead, 7.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. We think they've got 1 more stop.
Just checking that Doohan was stopping again. That whole group now is boxing, or at least some of the whole group that was in front of us earlier is boxing. So we are going to hopefully have made enough time to make some positions here. Which indeed we have. There's 2 at least. Gasly and Bortoleto. Doohan in the box, another position up to P18. Woo! Now, rather frustratingly, Gasly and Bortoleto are chilling in the DRS of Oscar Piastri, the race leader, right now. Which, as you might well imagine, isn't particularly ideal for me, because it's helping them rather significantly close that gap. Stroll is still going on that medium set of tyres, so he's probably medium softing, which I think is what Piastri's doing as well. At the minute, that McLaren on a worn medium tyre, significantly worn medium tyre, is about as fast as I am, if not faster, on my freshish hard tyres. Which continually shows you the performance difference between us at the back and those at the front. Lawson and Stroll finally box. Webber has as well. He's on his way out the pits. He's gone to softs at the end, which I think is what everyone else is doing. He's coming up right with me here, Mark. He's going to be really fast now. I'm on worn hards. He's on brand new softs. Even if I get in his DRS for 1 section, it is only that 1 section I'm staying in his DRS for. He's going to be lightning quick. Lightning quick. Webber at the minute is the better performing
still looking good.
Jaguar Racing driver. I should probably get out of his way, really, shouldn't I? We're thinking team tactics. So I will. No, I don't think, particularly through the first sector, I'm going to be able to stick with Webber at all, but I'm going to get 3 DRS sections out of him at least, probably at most. In that first sector, he's just going to have so much extra grip than me. He'll quite simply disappear, but I'll take what I can while I can. And those in front of us is just 2, Behrman and Hadjar, I think, battling it out at the minute for P13. Webber could very well catch them in the not too distant future, especially if they continue to fight. Webber could be on for another low teen finish. He was running in the points before he boxed. P10, I think we saw. I'm not sure if that will make the cut or not. But it was P10 before he pit. I could try and use some battery here to stick with Mark to gain some more DRS action, but not sure how well that will go through traction zones like this. No, he's gone. He's gone. Well, we got half a lap's worth of DRS out of Mark. Thank you, mate. Toodaloo. Enjoy the rest of your Grand Prix. 10 laps to go as we cross the line. 5.6 seconds to Hajar and Behrman. They are still fighting every lap. The gap is coming down every lap. I'm not sure it's coming down by enough for us to catch them. But if Webber gets there and slows them up some more, then that would be delightful. And maybe we could catch them if that happens. 5.5 seconds, so I need to gain by about half a second a lap, and then we'll be in the DRS. And if Webber can get there and cost them some more time, then hooray. Currently P16, which really isn't a bad showing considering the way our race was going at the very beginning. And with the potential of more spots to be made between now and the end. Piastri is also not really catching either, which doesn't help. I was kind of anticipating less of a race to try and do. Although that said, I kind of want as many laps as possible now to catch, or try and catch, Behrman and Hajar. So actually, maybe I'm glad that Piastri isn't going to catch me before the end. But it does mean I'm going to have to go further on these tyres than I had initially anticipated was the plan. So whether we have the tyre wear left at the end of the race to catch those in front, I don't know. We're going at about 2.5 to 3 tenths a lap at the minute out of them, which just isn't enough. They're not fighting as readily as they were before. Before it was every lap, every big braking zone. Now it's just not. So the gap is stabilised about 5 seconds, frustratingly.
Okay, be aware the car behind is catching you by 5 tenths a lap. 5 tenths.
Oh, good. Well, someone's catching someone by 5 tenths a lap, but it's not me on them, it's them on me. The gap to Behrman is coming down. Now that Hajar isn't dragging him along, it clearly seems that Hajar was the faster driver. Now Hajar has dropped Behrman, that gap to Behrman is coming back towards me. And with Webber to hopefully slow him up a bit more as well. But then obviously drag him along a bit more as well. I don't know which way you want it to happen. 4 seconds to Behrman though.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Come on, 2 laps to go. 1.2 seconds. P16 or 15 is a really good showing in Jeddah. I'll be really pleased. Well, I am really pleased regardless of whether we do or don't get Behrman. But to get Ollie and again come neck and neck with the other Jaguar car just shows how on the nose we've gotten the difficulty and how on point we are right now in terms of the performance of the car. Both drivers getting basically the same out of the package regardless of what strategy they're running, which says we've got a very consistent, very well performing, at least very predictable car. Both drivers able to get what they want out of it. Maybe not what we want, but what the most we can out of it. What we'd want is wins. But DRS range, Ollie Behrman is in for a bit of trouble here at the end of the race. He's lost the position to 1 Jaguar. He's about to be 2 Jags down. We'll have to do it on the last lap. But we're not unaccustomed to last lap battles. One in Japan we won. One in Bahrain. Yuki Tsunoda had just too much on me. This one, I'm just going to bide my time
Okay, mate, this is the final
and
lap
take
of the
Ollie
race.
Behrman at the
Final
right
lap.
time so that he can't get me back. That is the plan, unless he's so poor in the first sector that I can get away from him, but it's not worth the risk. I'm just going to save my battery. I mean, he's going to be saving his battery too, but I'll still have the DRS, and I'll still have more battery than he does. That Dirty Air's a bit of a bastard, though. Oscar Piastri's just won the Grand Prix behind us, so congratulations to him. It's nice to see Max Verstappen not win a race in this save continually. It's really slow around the hairpins, Behrman, as you can quite clearly see. 3/10 out of him there, or 2/10 at least. With 2 DRS zones to go. Got to make sure we get the most out of it. Come on, let's get Ollie Behrman, please. We've got literally a full battery. But I don't want to make the overtake here. I want to make the overtake into the last corner. So I'm actually going to hang back a bit. Try and get as good an exit there as I can. And burn, baby, burn. Still taken half my battery to even get close, but he's going to go defensive into the last corner. Try it round the outside. We'll have DRS here. Who's got the run to the line? Is it me or he? I think it's going to be he. Again, just as in Bahrain, the line doesn't quite come far enough down the straight.
Yeah, let's try again next weekend.
I mean, we are consistent at the minute with where we're finishing. Isaac Hadjar gets driver of the day, which is fair enough. He had a very strong race in the end, the Frenchman. We gave it everything to catch Behrman. Then maybe one more lap, we might well have done it. Or if I'd have fully committed to the inside for that final corner, rather than seeing him half commit and then going around the outside, maybe we would have gotten it done and we could have snuck P15. We gave it everything, and in the end it wasn't quite enough. Both McLarens on the podium, as well as Max Verstappen, who I'm sure still leads the driver's thanks. No, that moves Oscar Piastri above him by 4 points. Lando's there in third, trying to hang on. He's still only one race win behind Charles Leclerc, to be fair. Not that far behind Lando either. And there's a jump back down to the second drivers for the couple of other sides, but still, fair enough. Ocon had a really strong weekend. Really good weekend. Fair play to Kimi as well. Albon 1 stopped it to go from 9th to 9th. But really good race from Kimi. And 20th to 12th is why Hadjar deservingly got driver of the day. Right. Now, hopefully, for Miami, we might actually have made some upgrades to the car. Fan sentiment continues to go up, which is good, as we are earning it at the minute. We're having some strong performances, myself and Mark Webber. I think we might be able to add something to the car, at least on one aspect, be that chassis or aero, before the next race. We've also got a new title sponsor as well.
Because they've finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we?
Title sponsor loyalty grows. That will allow us to change the potential logo of that team. Now, what's coming through in development? 6 days, 2 days, 2 days. Good. Okay. So we're getting there. We are going to need to progress a bit first, but let's do the activities. Let's do a recruitment drive on engineering. I can't afford to do any more recruitment drives. All right, sweet. Well, recruitment drive on the engineering department, and then let's put some focus. I don't like ruining the morale of other departments, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do any blitzes, because I don't want to risk failures or delays, because we need stuff on the car. Staff training increases morale everywhere, so I'm quite happy to do that. And then let's do a aero focus session. And then here we could do sponsor discovery, we could do fan outreach, we could do a merchandise push, and we should hopefully see some significant upgrades. That's the research expansion department.
What do you make of this?
Improved on the engineering side. Delays in equipment delivery from our regular supplier are disrupting our facility expansion plans, which could slow work growth. Should we wait for the delayed shipment or secure a new supplier at a higher cost? for the sake of 50 grand. It's all about time in Formula 1 and money, but time at the minute is of the essence. We need to improve the car as quickly as we possibly can. I should be able to upgrade the engineering department a bit more as well here, so let's not waste any time on that front either. Let's do facility improvements here. 20 resource points aren't an issue at the minute, but I tell you what, an aero breakthrough could be, because we need to upgrade that DRS. So let's get that one done. We can do something on the personnel side as well. Can I do 2 on the engineering side? I can do 2 on the engineering side. 2 upgrades at the same time, a new tier. 2 upgrades at the same time on the chassis. Is there a research breakthrough? Powertrain. Oh, we've already done it on the chassis and the aero. Let's do for chassis. Let's go for chassis breakthrough then. This side of things. Reduce facility improvements cost by 5%. It's not going to make that much difference. 2 facility improvements at the same time is just going to make a massive difference everywhere, really, isn't it? So let's do that. And then 2% more cash. 5% more cash. 5% more cash is better than 2% more cash, isn't it? Right, please pass. Pistons failed, but the floor stiffening has passed. So on the development side, we can now add that to here. And then powertrain-wise, that failed. That sucks. It's going to cost us to do it again. Oh, sadness. I don't think there's anything we can do on the research side at the moment before we advance a bit further. Let me have a look. Nothing there. Nothing there. Could do fuel efficiency. Can't do fuel efficiency, so we can't upgrade anything at the moment. We've got a lot of resource points sat there waiting to be spent, but if nothing's available, I can't spend them. Good. Research complete. Unfortunately, I don't think I can develop anything else now on the powertrain side of things, but the research is complete. Now, this is a minor or a major? It's a minor upgrade to the fuel efficiency. I will do that. I'm cautious about doing too much on the fuel efficiency, and I'm cautious about doing too much on the tyre wear. I will only do that first minor one on the fuel, and I'll only do the first minor one on the
I must remind
tyre
you
wear as well. I think we might have already done the tyre wear one.
Let's get that performance on the car.
Good. Let's do the secondary wing flaps, please. Have I done the tyre wear one? No, it's not registered. I need to upgrade the facilities first. That's fair enough. Can't do anything else there. Plank should be done in 2 days' time, though. Fine. We're literally maximising all departments at the moment, which is exactly what we need to do. Need to put the new parts that have come through on the car. A new sponsor, which is Exo Tiger. I've not had that sponsor before in either of the career modes we've done so far, so that's good news. Let's do the front wing for the main car. That's my car, the car that I drive with. Can't do anything else anywhere else, but we can assign an upgrade to Kelly's car, which is the rear stiffening. That's Mark will get the parts in due course, of course, as time goes by. He gets it a race weekend later than I do. Plank research is completed. Multiple activities complete as well.
Hey, Chief.
As we reach the Miami Grand Prix.
Out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
Do stuff here. Plank's done. Let's do the distribution there. Then start research. Nice. Powertrain. Can't do anything else there. Durability. Can't do anything else there. We are still maximising every department. The car is growing and building in its performance competitiveness as quickly as we possibly can get it to do so. And, well, quite frankly, there's not really much more I can do than that, is there? At Miami, I think we go with balanced. I will check my little shortlist here. Balanced set, high tyre wear, medium hard strategy with, well, lots of extra fuel. Started 1.5 above, ended about 0.7 above, so we can take fuel out for Saudi next year. But Miami will go balanced. Seems like it's one of each tyre compound, but weather can be a bit iffy in Miami. I'm going to have a look at the livery between races as well with live chat, so that might change between now and the next Grand Prix. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save, though. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on more. Do follow this... or subscribe to this YouTube channel and join me on the streams here, unless, of course, you fancy joining me on Twitch and joining me there instead. But for now, for this episode, that is all from me, as we see Monaco there on the TV. We're not headed there next. We're headed to somewhere else with a fake harbour, Miami. See you in the States.